I've been in business for myself a number of years. And when you're in business, you make some good business decisions and you make some bad business decisions. You make good business decisions and you flourish. It's wonderful. You make bad business decisions, you have to deal with the consequences. You have to try to dig yourself out and come out the other side. But never in my life have I seen somebody made as bad a business decision as the defense lawyers for Donald Trump's impeachment, Bruce Castor and David Schoen. Where do I start? Now, these guys are third stringers. There's been at least three other teams representing Donald Trump before them, and they all said, screw this, we're not doing this, we're not getting paid, this guy's nuts, there's no case. So then it comes down to about a week before the impeachment trial. And these knuckleheads decide, hey, it's a good idea. Let's represent the former president. Now, I get it, because they're probably thinking to themselves, well, he's the former president. This trial's really kind of a gimme because no way the Republicans are ever going to convict him. So I'll win this. It'll be a gimme, no problems. But what they failed to figure out was how they're going to look when this is all over, said and done. In the first day, they were embarrassed. Donald Trump was pissed. He was screaming at them. They don't look good. This whole idea of good publicity is not working. And over the next 8 days, it's not going to work any better. Because you see, they don't even have a case. They've got to bullshit their way through this whole trial and hope to God that they get it handed to them by a bunch of unsavory Republican senators. Now, that could happen. But in the process, there's tons of video, there's tons of proof, there's a timeline showing exactly what Donald Trump said as this whole process was playing out. In a real court, there is no way they could win this case. Absolutely no way they could win this case. But they're still thinking, oh, good publicity, good publicity. What's going to happen is, when this is all said and done, these people are going to be made to look stupid. They're going to be made to look incompetent. They're going to be hated by 80 million people in this country. And when it's all done, whether they win or lose, Donald Trump is going to rip them to shreds. And why? Because he wasn't totally exonerated and they didn't prove he's still president. That's how freaking nuts this guy is. And these two attorneys, supposedly experienced and seasoned, decide it was a good choice to represent Donald Trump. And if that weren't bad enough, I hope they got their money up front, because they will never get it if they're billing them. Donald Trump is notorious for not paying bills, and he's even more notorious for not paying lawyers. This was an absolutely no-win situation for these lawyers. And I would have to think they considered all this, but clearly they didn't. Win, lose, or draw, this isn't going to go well for Bruce Castor and David Schoen. It's just not possible. They have everything against them and virtually nothing to gain. Because if they win out of their great talent, they're just going to say, well, the Republicans were going to give it to them anyway. If they lose, they're going to be hated amongst all of the Trump fans and Trump himself. Why would you put yourself in a no-win situation? We'll see how this trial plays out. It could go conviction, it could go non-conviction. But either way, these lawyers are screwed. Thanks for joining me on Rational Boomer.